Hello Internet, I'm Daniel, the friendly pitch professor, and I'm back with a new video, and today I'd like to talk, well, about a topic, or rather the question I hear all the time, that's how on earth should I pitch my idea in 3 minutes? That's impossible! Or 2 minutes, or even worse, 90 seconds. But the thing is, obviously I have a good answer for this because otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. And that leads me to the point, today I'd like to talk about the essence of pitching. In other words, what's the actual goal of a pitch? And I think as soon as we've understood this, what's the goal of a pitch, you'll understand that you'll be able to pitch just about anything in any time. Now, behold, and don't expect absolute and utter rocket science. Now you see, pitching is not about compressing all your 27 different features in 2 minutes and talking as quickly as possible or whatever else. But it's rather about achieving something. And the thing with pitching is, it's about 3 things. And if you memorize these 3 things, then you'll be able to pitch anything. So the 3 essential steps of pitching are, number 1, in pitching, it's about selling your vision, showing the big picture. Number 2, in order to get your foot in the door. And then number 3, to sit down and talk in detail. So sell your vision, get your foot in the door, and then talk in detail. In other words, that the right person comes to you after your pitch and says, hang on, I've got a question, or that's amazing, or maybe even, no, that can't work. So with a pitch, the target is to earn a further conversation, to earn potentially a Q&A right after the pitch, or maybe afterwards to have someone come beside your stage and, well, ask you a couple of questions. But in order to achieve this, you need to do some homework. And I think the most essential question in pitching is, who's the audience? Who's listening? And why should they be interested in what you have to tell them? Which brings me to the point is, knowing your audience is the moment where you kind of win or lose your pitch, because you will always have to adapt your pitch according to your audience. With audience, I mean, it could be 2 people in a boardroom. It could be 1,000 people in this huge ballroom. Ballroom. You see what I did there? Well, anyway. But the thing is, they need to be interested. You need to help and sell them something or show them something that makes their life a little bit better. Not you standing there and just having your standard pitch, which you kind of knock off every day, and well, no one really cares. You need to connect with the audience. And so there you need to start with your work. Now let's start first with calling the audience, let's say it's an investor. First and foremost, you need to understand investors are not equal. What that I mean is they're not just random people with a lot of money that are going to help you live your dream, but rather they'll have a portfolio. They'll have an angle of things they invest in. And just assessing your idea in 2 or 3 minutes is quite tricky. So what I'm trying to say is, adapt your pitch according to the person who's listening. Let's say we have an investor and he or she is invested in company A and company C, and you happen to be pitching company B. Now imagine you could frame the pitch in a way that he or she sees immediately that, well, B would probably perfectly fit into a portfolio consisting of A and C. But don't assume that people understand implicit information. Be sure, be straightforward, and make it quite obvious that there is a connection. Research who they are, research on what kind of types and settings they invest. Now, especially if you're invited to somewhere, try and see what they would normally want to find out. Maybe ask other companies you know who've already spoken to these investors. Adapt your pitch accordingly. Just to be honest with this, I don't mean that you sell out, that you change everything you want to do. No. The core of your story, the core of your pitch should always remain the same, but just the way you frame it, that's something else. Now also the same thing is, imagine you're pitching, let's say, to an audience of 1,000 people. Give them a use case they'll understand. Give them something where they go like, yes, I can relate to what I'm hearing. Yes, I want this. Or maybe the next time they're in a specific situation where your product, your idea could fit in, that they remember, go like, I wish I had that product now. This would be good. Again, think about the homework you have to do there. Small things could be, ask whoever's you invited you and say, well, who's the audience? What do you think do they know about my field? Maybe ask if they'll know some competitors of yours. Maybe ask if they'll actually understand the technology. Now, it's 2017. Now, don't assume that everyone knows how the blockchain works or whatever it is. So again, if you can manage to put it in simple words, the audience is going to be quite helpful. So give them a use case. Same thing is also understanding that setting. How's the audience seated? With that, I mean, imagine you're the 19th of 20 pitches. Also understand that maybe the 18 pitches before you were, well, boring. So maybe you'll again have to adapt your pitch and reduce the information you're giving in order to have the one core thing you're trying to bring over to your audience to make it work. With that, I also mean is, if you have 27 features, that's amazing, or not. But rather focus on the one key thing you're trying to sell on that day, the one thing where your audience can make the best of it. So to summarize it all up, you can pitch anything in any time if you know who's listening, and if you understand what you want is that the right person comes up to you afterwards and says, I have a question, or wants to talk to you, or somehow can do something with your pitch. The worst thing would be just talk past your audience. And to make it even more extreme, imagine you're presenting your product, your idea, let's say in the morning, to a group of 6-year-old school children. And in the evening, let's say to a bunch of former university professors. Imagine you would use the same language, the same words, the same use case, maybe even the same call to action. You see, probably that won't work too well. So start adapting that. And seriously, small advice, take a piece of paper, and on that paper, the next time you pitch, next time you present, write down who's the people you're trying to reach. Because let's be honest, if you're talking in front of 100 people, trying to get everyone is a bit of a challenge, but rather be more specific. Say this type of people, these type of people, or this and this and this investor, they're the ones I want to reach. Write it down, and after you've pitched and after you've presented, see if these people actually reacted the way you want them to react. Now, that's your homework. I'm Daniel, the Pitch Professor. Don't forget, if you like this, well, like it. If you think it was really helpful, share it. If you want your valuation to go up by at least 30% a day, subscribe to this amazing channel. And the most important thing is, whatever you hear on the interweb, double check it. In that sense, I'm Daniel, the Pitch Professor. Thanks a million and see you next time.